Vivid new scenes in the attempt to save Michael Jackson's life. Jurors today in the manslaughter trial of Jackson's personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, listened to a recording of the star's security guard pleading with emergency personnel for help. But perhaps even more startling was what went on in that room right before the call was made. Here's ABC's Jim Avila in Los Angeles for our series Crime and Punishment.
Heart-wrenching stories from the bodyguard and cook who worked for Michael Jackson. First-hand accounts of the failure to save his life and how Prince came to watch.
Please raise your right hand.
Her name is Kai Chase, cook and gentle-spirited nutritionist who's in the kitchen on the day Michael Jackson died. She's preparing a spinach Cobb salad with organic turkey breast for her boss and 3 children. When just after noon, the normal peace in the house is broken by a screaming Conrad Murray.
His energy was very nervous and frantic, and he was shouting.
What did he shout?
Get help, get security, get Prince. I dropped what I was doing and I ran to go get Prince. I said, hurry, Dr. Murray needs you. There may be something wrong with your father.
So Prince follows Dr. Murray up the stairs to Michael Jackson's private quarters, and the chef goes back to the kitchen. Now, if you're wondering why, in an emergency involving her boss, the cook would send a 12-year-old boy to help, so was the defense on cross-examination.
You saw Dr. Murray frantic, eyes wide, yelling. Did you think that a 12-year-old child was going to be able to assist this doctor with a problem with Michael?
I did what I was told. And I did what I was told, and I went to get Prince.
And she, like Dr. Murray, did not call 911. Who did?
Please state your name for the record.
Alberto Alvarez.
Alberto Alvarez may be the key witness in the case against Michael Jackson's personal doctor, bodyguard, head of the advance team, and first in the room where Dr. Conrad Murray was desperately working to bring their boss back to life. It was Alvarez who finally called for an ambulance.
We have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not breathing yet. He's not breathing. I'm trying to contact, sir. Where's he at right now? He's on the bed, sir. He's on the bed. Okay, let's get him on the floor.
For the prosecution, Alvarez makes it clear the doctor was not doing CPR correctly, pumping his chest on the soft surface of Jackson's bed instead of the floor. And he puts Dr. Murray firmly in control of the scene.
The doctor's been the only one here. Okay, so the doctor see what happened? Doctor, did you see what happened, sir? He's pumping his chest, but he's not responding to anything, sir. Please.
Alvarez started his day as normal at his post outside the rented Jackson mansion, in the guard trailer on the front driveway. He's called by Jackson's personal assistant and told to go through the front door of the main house, up the staircase to Jackson's private suite, where he finds a dying Michael.
He was laying on his back with his hands extended out. I observed that his eyes were slightly open or open, and his mouth was open.
Dr. Murray asked Alvarez to help, pumping Michael's chest, while Dr. Murray, veteran medical professional, does something he has never done before.
He was giving mouth-to-mouth, sir. I recall that after a couple or a few breaths that he breathed into Mr. Jackson, he came up and he said, this is the first time I do mouth-to-mouth, but I have to. He's my friend.
It was Dr. Murray who tells Alvarez to call for an ambulance, but he's distracted by a scream. Prince is back, and this time his sister Paris is with him.
They were right behind me, and Paris screamed out, "Daddy!" Dr. Conrad Murray said, "Hurry! Don't let them see their dad like this."
So Alvarez rushes them out of the room and is about to call 911 when there's another delay. Dr. Murray asks him to do something first, a critical request prosecutors contend shows Dr. Murray's guilt.
He reached over and grabbed a handful of vials, and then he reached out to me and said, "Here, put these in a bag."
Then Alvarez says Dr. Murray points to the IV bag and asks that it too be put away in the doctor's blue medical bag. Perhaps prosecutors have inferred that is why Dr. Murray was so anxious to return to the mansion after Jackson was pronounced dead. Because inside the IV bag he asked Alvarez to hide was what the prosecution contends is the weapon in this manslaughter case, a bottle dripping a milky white liquid, the appearance of propofol, the anesthesia nicknamed milk that killed Michael Jackson. For Nightline, Jim Avila, ABC News, Los Angeles.